Hey everyone! Today we're diving into a topic that always sparks debate. Who are the most overpowered characters in anime? You know, those characters who show up on screen and instantly make everyone else look helpless. It's like playing story mode with cheat codes on. Get ready, because this list brings gods who erase universes and heroes who end fights with a single punch. The cool part is seeing how each author handles this concept differently. Some use it for comedy, others for fear, and some to create a divine vibe. So grab your popcorn, because we're exploring the most broken side of anime. 1. Zeno-sama, Dragon Ball Super. Let's start strong. The small and seemingly harmless Zeno-sama, the king of all from Dragon Ball Super. This character is the ultimate representation of absolute power in Dragon Ball, a franchise already famous for cranking its power levels up to the ridiculous. And yet when Zeno shows up, everyone goes silent. The funniest part is the contrast. Zeno acts like a cheerful little child who just wants to play. But the truth? He can erase entire universes with a flick of his hand. Just like that. Doesn't matter if you're a divine warrior, a cosmic villain with a master plan, or even a god of destruction, if Zeno decides, you're gone instantly. His power is so absurd that even the gods and angels of the series treat him with a kind of terrified respect. No one dares disobey him. And it's not just his strength, it's his unpredictability. Zeno doesn't understand malice, but he doesn't understand limits either. If he gets bored, he can simply decide that a universe isn't useful anymore and puff. Gone. Feats. Zeno has erased entire realities effortlessly, decided the fate of gods with a single word, and is treated as a supreme entity above all rules. He doesn't need to fight. Fighting would already be beneath him. Zeno isn't a warrior. He's a cosmic force in a cute little form. That's why when we talk about overpowered characters, Zeno is always at the very top. He isn't just powerful, he's literally absolute power incarnate. Horsey Saitama, One Punch Man. From cosmic to comic, here's the legendary Saitama from One Punch Man. This guy is basically a living meme. He was created to satirize the idea of the invincible hero, but he ended up becoming one of the most beloved characters in pop culture. His power is simple. He defeats any enemy with just one punch. Doesn't matter if it's a giant monster, an alien army, or a villain with epic speeches, one punch and it's over. That's why the fun of the show isn't asking, will Saitama win? We already know he will. The fun is watching the villains get built up, the other heroes struggle, and then seeing everything end in seconds once the bald guy steps in. And despite being ridiculously powerful, Saitama's life is painfully dull. He's not respected, not recognized, and worst of all, he never finds a real challenge. His greatest struggle is boredom itself. Feats. Saitama has dodged attacks at absurd speeds, survived city-destroying situations without a scratch on his shiny head, and of course, crushed giant enemies with a single punch. Oh, and don't forget the time he casually jumped from the moon back to Earth in seconds, like it was morning exercise. He's overpowered because the story never sets a limit on what he can do. The author himself has joked that if needed, Saitama could punch so hard he'd break the narrative itself. 3. Kami Tenchi, Tenchi Muyo. This one is more obscure, but it deserves all the spotlight. Kami Tenchi from Tenchi Muyo. Unlike many characters on this list, who are powerful within their own universes, Kami Tenchi is literally the concept of absolute power. Tenchi Masaki, the protagonist, at one point reveals a form called Kami Tenchi. And what does that mean? It means he isn't just strong, fast, or durable. He's an entity that transcends space, time, and reality itself. He's treated as an omnipotent god. While other overpowered characters still have small limitations, Kami Tenchi exists on an unreachable tier. He doesn't fight enemies. He is the very source code of the universe. Feats. It's hard to even list specific ones, because the show doesn't focus on him destroying planets or the like. The point is the opposite. His mere existence instantly puts him above everyone else. Kami Tenchi is considered the embodiment of infinity. He's overpowered because it makes no sense to measure him by the same standards we use for others. It's like comparing an ant to the concept of time. 4. Tetsuo Shima, Akira. From cosmic gods to raw chaos, we've got Tetsuo Shima from the iconic Akira. Tetsuo starts as a normal teenager until he awakens overwhelming psychic powers. But unlike other characters who learn to master their abilities, Tetsuo is unstable, arrogant, and disturbed. The result? A walking nightmare. He develops telekinesis on an absurd scale, destroying massive structures, moving gigantic objects with his mind, even reshaping his own body. The more powerful he gets, the less human he becomes. Feats. Tetsuo has fought military forces alone, manipulated energy in seemingly divine ways, and transformed his body into something beyond human comprehension. He's the perfect mix of body horror and limitless power. Tetsuo is overpowered not because of control, but because of his complete lack of it. He's the perfect example of how absolute power can become a curse. 5. Kaguya Otsutsuki, Naruto Shippuden. In the ninja world of Naruto, many are strong, but none come close to Kaguya Otsutsuki. She is literally the origin of chakra, the energy that fuels all ninja techniques. In other words, if everyone else is a player, Kaguya is the programmer of the game. Her abilities go far beyond any villain or hero. She can open dimensions, travel across realities, she's immortal, insanely durable, and wields devastating techniques. Feats. Without giving heavy spoilers, she once fought the strongest ninjas in history all at once and still had the upper hand. Her very presence shifts the power scale, turning godlike ninjas into mere mortals. Kaguya is overpowered because she isn't just another powerful ninja. She is the peak of what power means in the Naruto universe. 6. Madoka Kaname, Puella Magi Madoka Magica. Here's a case that fools a lot of people. At first glance, Puella Magi Madoka Magica looks like another cute magical girl anime. But then Madoka Kaname comes in and turns it into an existential epic. Madoka starts out as an ordinary girl, but eventually reaches a level of power that transcends expectations. She becomes a conceptual being, a goddess capable of rewriting the rules of the universe. She doesn't just fight on the physical plane. Madoka literally alters destiny, changing the gears of space-time to create a new reality. Feats. Without spoiling too much, Madoka creates a new cosmic order, completely redefining how magic works in her world. She doesn't just beat enemies with strength, she changes the rules of existence itself. She's overpowered because she reaches a rare level in anime. Not just a powerful character, but a living idea. 7. Anos Voldigoad, the misfit of Demon King Academy. If you like broken protagonists, you need to meet Anos Voldigode. Known as the Demon King of Tyranny, he reincarnates 2,000 years into the future, returning even more invincible. His power is so absurd it sometimes feels like a joke. He destroys spells with a blink, resurrects the dead, blows up castles with a snap, and defeats godlike enemies effortlessly. Feats. He's nullified unbeatable magic, resurrected people like it was nothing, and defeated entire armies solo. What's even funnier is how calm and confident he is the whole time. Anos is overpowered because he represents the classic cheat code protagonist. His story isn't about overcoming challenges, he is the challenge. 8. Alucard, Hellsing Ultimate. Now onto the dark side, Alucard, the ultimate vampire from Hellsing Ultimate. Alucard is immortal. Doesn't matter what you do, cut him, burn him, blow him up. He always comes back, and he doesn't come back alone. He carries the souls of everyone he's absorbed, able to unleash them as soldiers in battle. He's a one-man army. Feats. Alucard has been destroyed in ways that would end anyone else, yet he always returns. He summoned legions of undead soldiers, turning fights into massacres. He's overpowered because he can't be defeated by conventional means. The only way to beat him would have to go beyond the logic of life and death itself. 9. Rimuru Tempest. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Now for the most broken slime in anime, Rimuru Tempest. At first, he reincarnates as a cute little slime in a fantasy world. Sounds weak, right? But his special ability changes everything. Rimuru can absorb and copy the abilities of those he defeats. That means every enemy only makes him stronger. On top of that, he gains absurd resistances, creation powers, nearly divine abilities, and eventually, godlike status. Feats. Rimuru has defeated enemies considered gods, created realities inside his own body, and reshaped his entire world, all while staying in his adorable slime form. He's overpowered because he has no growth limit. The more he fights, the more he evolves. It's an infinite cycle of power. 10. Shigeo Mob Kageyama, Mob Psycho 100. To wrap things up, let's talk about Mob from Mob Psycho 100. This shy, kind boy carries within him psychic power that, when maxed out, can devastate entire cities. Normally, Mob keeps his emotions in check, but when they reach 100%, he unleashes telekinetic energy on an unstoppable scale. Feats. Mob has defeated powerful psychic villains, faced entire organizations, and unleashed explosions of power that armies couldn't withstand. His outbursts are some of the most intense scenes in modern anime. He's overpowered because of his fascinating contrast. On the outside, a simple kid who just wants a normal life. Inside, an emotional nuclear bomb. Well guys, these are the most overpowered characters in anime. This list is packed with characters who give everyone a hard time in their stories, and many of them have never even lost a single fight, which just shows how insanely powerful they are in their universes. A battle between two of these characters would be amazing, right? Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the Zen Otaku channel to catch our upcoming content. Thanks to everyone who watched until the end, and see you in the next video.